Okay. And my loves, when you're ready, do a little meditation together. And the first part will just be attuning to our wombs and our hearts. And then we'll, like we always do, and then we'll call in the goddess, Tara, and journey with her. So if you just want to find yourself in a comfortable seat, your spine tall, feeling like your chin is just slightly dipped so that your crown can open towards the sky. Feeling how your sit bones are rooted down into the earth. Really held by her. Sensing the alignment of your self-sourcing pillar, which is this pillar channel of light that flows between the earth and your body and leaves the crown of your head and reaches the heavens. And just taking a slow, deep inhale through the nose into the womb, and then exhaling out the mouth. And just doing that a couple more times. And with the deepening of your breath, just scanning your body with your awareness to see if there are any areas of tension that you can soften with the out breath. And if it feels good for you, you can put the left hand on your heart and the right hand on your womb. Now, orienting your attention to the domain of your heart, to the field of your heart. And just allowing your focus to drop right into your heart space. And feeling into what is present in your heart today or now. What movements and textures of emotion are here in your heart space. Does it feel open and spacious or curious and alive? Or are there lots of turbulence and waves here right now? Maybe grief or a contraction. Just with the exhales, allowing an expansion and softening of this area around whatever is present for you. And giving yourself permission to be the loving witness, the space that allows all experience to move through the domain of your heart. And almost kindling the flame in your heart with the presence of your own breath. The timeless flame of compassion and hope and trust that always exists there. And now on the next out breath, exhale into the heart of your womb. Dropping your awareness into this cauldron of creation. And sensing into this spacious light cave that allows all movement like waves to come and go. And this space that gives birth to life and releases what no longer resonates. And turning to the womb space with a curious tenderness. And tuning into her. And asking your womb, how is she today? How is she right now? And she might be feeling flowing and wide, radiant, and full of creative energy. Or maybe a numbness, a feeling of closing or discomfort. And whatever she is feeling, just offering a kind, gentle intimacy that allows her to be just as she is. And with the slowness and steadiness of your breath, allowing a softening and a melting of this whole area, a softening around whatever is present. Seeing if you can consciously release any tension with the out breath in this way. Almost feeling how her muscles and the whole area loosens and softens towards earth with the breath. And how this releasing actually connects your yoni towards the earth. so that you can self-source with the earth's energy. And how this really returns you to your ancient belonging. The space of the divine feminine, which is wild and soft and mysterious and untamable. And again, on the exhale, just allowing the yoni muscles to relax and release, and seeing how much more they can relax with the breath. And in your mind's eye, if you can envision, there's a channel of light, a meridian in Chinese medicine called the Bao Mai meridian, that runs between the heart and the womb. And it's about as wide as the little finger. And on the next inhale, you can breathe the energy of love from the heart down the channel to the womb. And then on the next exhale, you can breathe the energy of safety from the womb up the channel to the heart. And you can visualize this as a color as well. So on the next inhale, breathing the energy of love from the heart down the channel to the womb. And then on the next exhale, allowing the earth element of safety to ascend from the womb through the channel to the heart. You can just breathe like this for a few cycles of breath to flush the channel with fresh chi and to clear the spaces of the womb and the heart. Again, inhaling the energy of love, the frequency of love from the heart to the womb. And on the exhale, breathing up the womb energy of safety to soften and open the heart. And just finishing this last cycle of breath. When you're ready, you can bring your attention back into the womb space. Maybe this will be a good time to shift positions if you need to. If your legs need to cross, change crossing. And when you feel ready, you can gently close your eyes, or we call in Tara to the space. So again, aligning with the inner compass of your heart and with the earth vessel of your womb. On the next exhale, softening into the earth, allowing each muscle in your body just to descend and release. So together, we invoke the energy of the goddess Green Tara to guide us in compassionate action and wise action, to guide us in tenderness and mercy in our practice. And Tara, who is the mother of liberation and is devoted to alleviating the suffering of all beings. May we invoke her so that she may help us touch the heart of purity, compassion, and unconditional love. And remember, she is your ally, your guardian, your protector, the one who holds you in deepest unconditionality and safety. So when you feel ready, start to visualize Green Tara emerging in front of you in the space that you're in. And staying connected to your breath, letting her form fabricate and come and sit in front of you. And notice what she looks like. How is she showing herself to you? And sensing maybe how just being with her causes a deep relaxation and remembering of truth in your being. And as she sits in front of you, she smiles at you with a smile of eternal compassion and love. And she thanks you for calling on her. And Tara now places a protective bubble of golden rose-colored light around you both. And so that you feel held in a field of divine support and safety. And she asks you to breathe with her, taking a few deep inhales and exhales together. Just allowing your body to relax a little more and let go into her radiance. And now she invites you to turn the gaze of your attention inwards and feel if there is a part of you that wants to come forward for some healing and attention right now. An aspect of you which could really use the benefit of your compassionate heart right now. To soften and be with some of the difficulty or suffering it's feeling. And this could be your inner child, your inner teenager, your adult self, or anywhere in between. And this could be a part that feels anxious or caught in longing or desire. Or maybe it's a harsh critic, or a part that doesn't feel good enough, worthy, or lovable. Or it can be an aspect of you that holds fear or grief or anger or anything. Just taking a few moments to feel what this is for you. And now Tara invites you to feel where this part takes up residence in your body. Maybe it lives in the belly, or the womb, or the heart, or even the mind. And notice what this area of the body feels like. Does it feel tight or achy or contracted, hot or cold? Or is there a certain color that comes with this part, this area? Or a certain emotional tone? And now Tara gently invites you to see if this part wants to either sit out in front of you, maybe next to Tara, or is there a part in your body that they'd like to come and sit on, maybe on your lap or a seat next to you? Or maybe it feels safer for them to stay in your body right now, so that you can relate to them from here. And there's no right or wrong, just whatever feels good and safe for you. Just taking a moment to see and feel where they'd like to sit, this part of you. And now noticing, what does this part look like? Are they a particular age, or do they hold a certain texture or color? And just letting this part know you're holding her, you're holding them in safety, presence, and love. That they are connected to your essence nature right now. The presence and wisdom of your higher self. And just gently breathing with this part for a moment. Taking a few deep inhales and exhales together. Staying anchored in your belly consciousness. And Tara now invites you to ask this part if they'd like to show you an experience or situation, which might be past or recent, where an emotion or situation felt difficult for them. And just taking some time to allow this situation to play out. While you're letting this play out, staying connected to your breath. And so in your own time, finishing up, allowing this experience to play out. Taking a deep inhale and exhale and coming back to your belly center. And now with this situation or memory present and this part of you with you, Tara invites you to start the practice of Tonglen together. So first, for a moment, allow yourself to simply sit in a state of stillness, a space of the awakened heart-mind, which is sometimes referred to as a flash of bodhicitta, which is simply allowing yourself to rest in complete openness and spaciousness and stillness. And here, this part of you also breathes in this spacious, open state. Taking a few deep inhales and exhales like this. And now to practice with the breath of taking in and sending out. The in-breath represents taking in the difficulty or suffering that this part feels. And by breathing in, we are going towards, including this suffering. And on the exhale, breathing out, its antidote of relief and ease and compassion. And feeling with the exhale that this too can be welcomed and loved. And so on the inhale, we're going towards this suffering or pain. And on the exhale is giving the freshness of space for this part to be just as it is. So if we were to visualize it, the inhale might be a dark, murky gray kind of color with a feeling of heaviness. And the exhale would be like a clear light, or the clear, fresh light of ease and compassion. And you can imagine on the inhale, allowing this difficulty to come fully into your body and heart. And on the exhale, letting the difficulty be ventilated with the fresh space of relief and ease. And if it's helpful for you on the exhale, you can even say the words, breathing out, relief, space, or ease. So just breathing like this with this part for a couple of minutes. So the inhale breathes into and goes towards this suffering or difficulty. And the exhale infuses it with relief and space. So it is being flushed and permeated with the love of your wisdom nature. And Tara reminds you that this practice is not to eliminate the feelings of this part, but for it to be included and welcomed just as it is, whatever it is feeling right now. And now taking another 6 conscious breaths like this, inhaling into the difficulty or suffering, and exhaling the expansiveness of your essence nature. So this part can breathe with the fullness of your being. Finishing your last round of breath like this. Now let the breath become more relaxed, coming back to the presence of this moment. And noticing how you're feeling and how this part of you is feeling. Mm. And letting this part know she is always welcome here with you in all of her emotional tones and colors, that she's not alone, yet honored and included in your beingness. Now just checking in to see, is there anything else this part of you needs from you? Maybe she needs a hug or whatever she tells you she needs. Now again with the exhale, just relaxing the breath and allowing yourself to rest here with this part in a spaciousness, in the emptiness of this moment, sometimes known as shunyata. Returning to rest in the field of the heart, the unified field of oneness. And so if this part of you isn't already inside your body, Tara invites the part to step back inside your body and rest into the soft space where you originally found her or them. And Tara reminds you, you can always call on her and use the resource of this practice, Tonglen, anytime this part or another part needs healing. And so just to seal this practice, Tara opens up an energetic portal between your womb and her womb. And she invites you to gently breathe a healing figure of 8 between your womb and hers, which is the infinity symbol of light, representing harmony and ease. You can envision the figure of 8 leave your womb and enter hers and go around her, looping back to the other side of your own womb, however it works for you. Just breathing like this with figure of 8 between you and Tara for a few rounds of breath. And she invites you to do the same with the heart. Just breathing with the infinity symbol through your heart spaces, your and Tara's heart space. Allowing this to bless you with her radiant heart of compassion and wisdom. And just finishing up the process when you're ready. And Tara smiles and bows at you for your courageous heart and your willingness to meet what's difficult with love. to turn towards the difficulty with courage and grace. And she says you can always call on her. Just call her name or use her mantra. And she hugs you goodbye. And her image now fades. With your exhale, bringing yourself back into the presence of this moment, just back into your womb. And sending your womb and your heart an inner smile. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes.